It never ceases to amaze me just how much care, effort, and finances the Chinese government puts into the health and well-being of their citizens. Not just the beautiful parks like you see behind me that I explore on a daily basis, but other little subtle things that you just don't see back home. Let's talk about it. 大家好，我是 Sirant 在中国. Hey everyone, it's Sirant in China. How y'all doing today? Come on, look at this. Of course, I'm having a great day, and I hope you are too. I'm a little sweaty as I am out for one of my very regular bike rides in the city here in the factory district. And you wouldn't know it from the look behind me there, but this is a factory district. This is an industrial area. But that doesn't mean that the government is going to skimp when it comes to taking care of the citizens living in this area. Now, it's not just the park, and this park is huge. I've already put in 11 kilometers from the other side of the park where I live over here. I've done a little bit of random exploring back and forth, but it's massive. There are lakes, there is tons of wildlife. There are beautiful pagodas. There are very clean public washrooms. There are facilities to purchase coffee, to purchase cold drinks, ice cream, snacks, anything you can think of really. But on top of that, there are some other facilities that I want to show you today as well, which are just wild to me. China being such a massively populated country, you would think that public areas, space in general, would be at a massive premium, but it's just really not. They go out of their way to provide open areas for the citizens to get outside, to exercise, and to take care of their health and mental well-being, even though it could very well be prime real estate worth tons and tons of money. I guarantee you that areas like I'm going to show you right now simply could not exist back in North America because greedy contractors and government officials would snap these areas up and turn them into hotels, apartment buildings, condos, businesses, etc. There is no way they would leave space like this. But don't take my word for it. Let me show you. First, let's take a look at the obvious, and that is the park in front of me that goes on for such a huge distance. There's no way you could see the other side of it from here. You can't even see the pagodas on the hills and the things like that, any even portion of the lake that exists in this park just from this vantage point here. But you can see these amazing concrete bridges done in the traditional Chinese style. Perhaps off in the distance here, you can see one of the little pagodas that is set up for the citizens to get some rest, get out of the sun. A kite flying off in the distance over here. It is literally stellar. Again, a very, very traditional Chinese bridge here. And this is a drop in the bucket when it comes to the actual size of this park. But what I want to show you is this area right here. Now, you're saying, oh, there's nothing there. Well, yes, that's exactly my point. There's nothing here. Yet there is a very, very well taken care of, clean, open space. And what these spaces are used for is in the evenings when the sun goes down and it cools off, groups of people, whether doing aerobics, doing dancing, senior citizens doing traditional dances, or young people doing modern jazz and hip-hop dancing, different exercise routines, yoga, etc., will all come to areas like this and they will exercise. Over near the lake, it's beautiful, the air is clean, the traffic is off in the distance, but it is nowhere near us, so the environment is perfect for exercising. So you're saying, wow, that's kind of cool. We don't see many big open areas like this back in North America. Well, let me tell you, it gets better. I'm just going to turn around here and show you what I've got up on top. Now, you thought that little area down there was big. That's nothing. Look at this. Very, very well taken care of. Nothing poking up or jutting out for people to trip on. So, of course, this is an area that huge numbers of people, different groups, can come do very elaborate dance routines. They can practice any type of physical activity they want, and they do. People in China, I suppose, can go to gyms to learn things like aerobics, but you can also come to places like this at nighttime, and you can learn how to dance. You can learn aerobics. You can learn Taebo or kickboxing. You can learn yoga. You can just learn general stretching, and it's all free. I honestly don't know how the people that run these type of events do it, but they'll come down with a battery operated speaker system, and they will come here and they will set up these free classes for anybody who just wants to join in. So for the seniors who want to come learn the dancing or the traditional Chinese dances, this is the place to go. For the young people who want to get fit and do aerobics, again, this is the place to go. Look at this. Look at this amazing vine here. Look at how big that is compared to my hand. Leading to this trellis overhead to provide not only respite from the sun, but absolutely gorgeous. This is obviously just starting to grow because it is winter time. Well, the end of winter. So come summertime, this will be amazing. Oh, and look at that. Somebody has lost one of their birdies. So obviously people are coming here as well to play badminton. As you can see down at the end of the row here, let me zoom in a bit. There is a 24-hour police box there. So if you need any assistance or help, the police are available. This is not a security guard. This is actual police. So if you have any problems, which honestly you won't. In China, this is just simply not a reality. So yes, all of your exercise needs provided here. Also on either side of this facility, on that side and also this side, there are clean public washrooms. So if you drink a lot of water and decide you might need to pee, fear not, you don't have to go to the bushes. They've got very nice facilities here just for you. Now, I did say I was bike riding today, right? So where's my bike? Do I have it locked up somewhere? No. My bike, along with one of my cell phones, my iPhone, is all the way back over there. Can you even see it from here? I don't know. There it is. Is that it over there? No, there it is. That's my bike. All the way over there, unlocked, all by itself. And I'm all the way over here, and I'm walking away even further. So, am I worried that somebody is going to hop on my bike and ride away? They could. It's a bicycle. They could be long gone before my big old butt got even close. But am I worried about it? Not in the slightest. As I've said many times, the network of cameras in China not only provides safety from thieves and, general ne'er-doers, bad people, but it also provides safety. So if I were to collapse somewhere and fall down or fall off my bicycle, somebody on the camera would see it and would be able to come and help me. Look at this beautifully landscaped area over here. Palm trees, flowers blooming everywhere. It absolutely smells gorgeous out here in the park, by the way. Okay, now I'm going to take this a step further, because not only do we have this absolutely monstrous area up here where you could have all sorts of different activities going on, but if we go a little further, we've got another area closer to the road this time, though for whatever reason, people seem to like exercising here more than up top generally. I don't know why. But this area is where you'll get the dancers and the people putting on the shows, and maybe it's for the traffic going by, but this area will also be filled with people. And then look at this. We've got beautifully colored plants, flowers, trees, bushes. Just look at the amazing colors. Purple, reds, greens. yellows, pinks. Unbelievable. All pristinely manicured. Always. And as always, I always point this out in my videos. Where's the trash? Where's the garbage? Well, I'll tell you where it is. It's right over there in that lady's bag as she's cleaning up the park and the streets as part of her daily routine every day. And I thank her for that, because look at this place. Is this not gorgeous? So I am completely out of sight of my bicycle. If someone were to want to steal it right now, now would be the time. They could pick it up and be down the stairs and be long gone before I even got close to seeing what was happening. But I am not even slightly concerned. And it's not a cheap bike. It is a Shenzhen brand. It is a very, very good, high quality bike. I very much enjoy it. I mean, I suppose if it were stolen, I could buy myself another. I do have the means, but I just don't see that that would ever be an issue. Not anymore. 20 years ago, sure, it might have been gone already. But nowadays in China, life is cheap enough now for the common people that even people without much money can afford to live comfortably. Huge parking lot here, which also provides charging for electric motorcycles, bicycle rentals, and even EV car charging stations. It's an amazing time to live in China, let me tell you. I absolutely love it here. And then once again, another shaded area on this side. And even things that a lot of people might take for granted or not pay attention to. The benches. These benches here get a lot of use. I can only imagine they get used every day by hundreds of people, especially in the evening when the sun goes down and everybody's here dancing. Absolutely, these benches will be filled with people listening to music, watching the sights. Just amazing. And yet, they're not damaged. They're nice and painted. Well, this one's a little more worn out, but this one is in the sun, so the paint would wear much quicker on this one. But absolutely amazing. And then now that I've completed my circle here, well, look at this. This is interesting too. This is a giant light. Oh, well, it's a free power light. They've got them all along here. And what these are doing is directly below this area, there is a covered parking lot. And instead of putting in electric lighting for the daytime on this covered parking lot, so you can see there are mirrors leading to a refractor at the bottom. And so the sunlight is reflected down to the bottom and then spread out into the parking lot. So no electricity is needed in the daytime to light up the parking lot. Absolutely fantastic. And here we are once again back at my bicycle. So there we go, everyone. Another amazing aspect of life in China. Simple. Absolutely simple. An open area, a square for people to come do whatever they want, with clean bathrooms, trash facilities, facilities down below to buy drinks, to buy snacks, parking, and safety. These kind of places just don't exist in Canada. In my hometown of Edmonton, there is one place like this that I can think of, and that is right outside the government buildings. And it's a nice place to go visit. I enjoy it a lot. But you certainly don't see people doing yoga and dancing and things like that in large groups there like you do here. And I'll come back and revisit this place again sometime at night. so I can show you a completely different world. Right now, of course, people are working and the sun is shining, so there's nobody here. People don't come out to these kind of places in the daytime, other than, of course, me. But I'll come back at night and I'll show you just exactly what's going on. And trust me, you're going to be amazed. But until then, thank you so much, as always, for joining me. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you in the next video. Sai Jen.